So with that, we're going to get into it. We're going to start with conduct. We'll go back to the legendary 100 at Cedar Lake Speedway, where we had two teams that were having issues with each other all through the season, and it came to a head at the 100. And just so we want you to know what happened after their actions is there's one member of one team that will no longer ever to be allowed at a UMSS event in the pits. That same team will also be given next April and May off. And the other team that was involved in it will not be able to race with us through July of next year. And then that team can reapply, thank you, to race with us again starting sometime in August. So a couple of reminders when it comes to conduct is drivers, you are responsible for everybody on your pit crew, including your family. If a dad or a wife or a brother or somebody conducts themselves in a way that's detrimental to the UMSS, the whole team pays. It isn't just that one person.
And that also is consistent through all of the Renegade brands. So Western Renegades, Northern Renegades, Chickamaugawan, Renegades.
Yep.
And then the unnamed series and any other series that are working on coming out. That's when you are banned from one, you are banned from all.
Correct.
Any corrective action that is taken in one is taken across the board. So you can't jump series to series, just causing chaos. So.
Yeah, when I talked to one of the people that were involved in that situation at the legendary 100, they asked if they could race up with the Northern Renegades, and I said, nope, it's the whole brand. You cannot race with us or them or anybody else. Again, there's going to be no separating. So again, drivers, you're responsible for everybody on your team. And then to end this segment, we just want to read to you the spirit of the rule.
I'm sorry, one more thing on with conduct. I think it's important that you guys understand that, in the pit area, I know my series, this is one thing that we reinforce a lot, and it came from watching Ron's series, but, we act like a family, we take care of each other, we do everything we can to make sure that you're on the racetrack. But when we're on the racetrack and when you're at home, when you're on Facebook, you are part of our series. And as such, we expect you to be a professional. Even though, we're not a professional series, our fans are looking to you, their kids are looking at you, and you're being judged all the time as well as our series. And so that expectation, it's not a huge expectation. It just conduct yourself in a professional manner and reflect as well on yourself as we want you to do for the series. So this is how we're going to move forward in the future, and we're not going to do the same thing that the world is falling into right now. So it's important that you understand that. If you have an issue, we want to talk about it and we want to work it out, and there's outlets for you to do that. But to just go off on your own and handle it yourself, is generally not going to be a good plan, because we have to protect all of the people in our series as well. So,
I think in summary, what you're saying is one of the backbones of our brand is the way people conduct themselves.
Absolutely.
And they should expect that also back from all of us.
Yeah.
And so just talking about Facebook, I did want to say one more thing about that is we had somebody that got on Facebook after the 100 and had their opinion about a certain situation, and it wasn't well done as far as I'm concerned. And so what I did is I called that person and I said, tell me all about that situation from beginning to end, because you had all sorts of opinions on it, and that person couldn't tell me that. And so if you're going to put something out there, make sure you know the whole story, because 9 times out of 10 or 99 times out of 100, you're probably not going to know the whole story, and that's when we start getting upset about it. So
yeah, and we're certainly not trying to censor your opinions. It has nothing to do with that, but it has everything to do with protecting the series and all the competitors that have invested money just like everybody else has, and making sure that the fans see us as the professionals that we are. Even though we're all working guys and gals, that's the expectation. So it is the Pure Tech Upper Midwest Sprint Car Series or the Lucas Oil Northern Renegade Series. To the fans, they have that expectation, and we need to meet that.
So in concluding this segment on conduct, I would just like to read the spirit of the rule, which we have at the very beginning of our rules, and it goes like this. Although every effort has been made to provide complete, accurate, and clearly written rules, the PERTEC UMSS cannot possibly anticipate every situation or circumstance. With this constraint in mind, the PERTEC UMSS will use the spirit of the rule in all decision-making processes. The spirit of the rule refers to the original intent of every rule and classification. Additional adjustments, alterations, modifications, and/or replacements not covered by the written rules should not be assumed to be legal under the spirit of the rule. That's very important. The spirit of the rule will be the final criteria by which the rules will be interpreted and enforced.